So today I'm going to try and test a theory. And that theory is pretty simple. Basically, if I look at YouTube videos, I'm pretty convinced that the words per minute that you say in your video is the key to success. Now that's going to be kind of tough for me because honestly, I usually am a pretty chill person and I usually talk pretty slow. As you probably could see in my videos, I talk more like this. Not unexcited, but you get the point. So yeah, in my last video, I told you that I had a story to tell you, and I'm not going to let you down. Now, what does that mean? Well, as you probably know if you've been following all my videos and watching them, at least from square one, or day one, I'm trying to sort of track my life as I transition from college to being a real person in the real world as an adult. Now, one of the most interesting aspects of that, to me, is the idea that in college I was sort of forced into a social situation, whereas now I'm free to actually do whatever the heck I want. Now, for most people, that's kind of a good thing. For me, that's really challenging. Why? Well, because let's face it, I'm sort of an introvert. Admittedly, I am very good at just sitting at home and being lazy, or doing my own projects, working on art. I'm not good at actually going out and socializing with people. I always find an excuse. So this is a friend from high school, and he's younger than me, but it was sort of interesting because we went to Chick-fil-A, because Chick-fil-A is cool. It's in the South. If you don't have it in the North, sorry. It's fun. It's good. It's one of the fastest growing companies in the U.S., says Yahoo. Right, the point. We went to Chick-fil-A, and he knew everybody there, and it was really weird to like walk in and then be like, "Oh, hi, I know you," or whatever, and he like just randomly started talking to all of these people, and he even like talked to people he didn't know. Like the owner, he didn't actually know the owner. He just knew the management, like the employees, because they were like high school kids or graduates of high school. But the owner, he just like starts talking to this guy or this lady, and he's like, "Hey, I heard your son is in a band." And of course he was right, but it was just like mind-blowing to me to just talk to strangers, if that makes any sense. I mean, don't your parents tell you when like you're a little kid not to talk to strangers? Isn't that the whole point? Whatever. This guy is obviously pretty social, or sociable, I should say, and ultimately it was really weird because by the end of the time, like we ate and then we sat there and we were just chatting, just him and I then, but like one of the employees came over and gave him free ice cream, and it was weird because it was like clearly like flirting, if that makes any sense, and it just sort of like blew, like, yeah, that's how I react. But the point was, he got free ice cream. Not that that's really what's important here, but the fact is he clearly is social enough to like make friends anywhere he goes and have a really good time and brighten people's days. So that got me thinking, how is it that I can become more social? Now, while I recently moved into my apartment, when I did, my roommate that lived there already and I'm sort of like renting from, he was in the process of cleaning because he was going on a big vacation and everything. But the point was, it was kind of a mess, so I was like, I'm clearly not ready to move in yet because you're not ready to have me move in. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go out to the town center here and like get dinner or just hang out or whatever and like go to the stores, browse, and pretend or try to not spend money. Now, while I did that, I had this thought, the same thought I'm sort of sharing with you, which is I'm an introvert and I need to get better. And by get better, I don't mean like I need to become like a complete extrovert, but I mean like if I'm in a new town and I just moved back into the DC area, I want friends to hang out with. I want people that I can spend time with and socialize without being like a lazy bum. I like people who are fun and who I can invite to a party or go to a bar with and get drinks, watch a game, do whatever. And I realized like a lot of my high school friends are all not graduated, but they're all like moved away from here and went other places in the country or are still at school and college and stuff. And so to me, it's like, whoa, I need new friends. And more than that, it's the sense that I realize I don't really put myself out there too much. I mean, I'm really good at being professional at work and things like that, but when it comes to actual socializing, I'm really bad at going up to someone and just being like, "Hi, I'm Nathan." So I challenged myself, and after going to this tea store, I left, after like being there for a little bit, browsing and stuff, By the way, I like tea. And so then I went to dinner, and then at dinner I had this whole like eureka moment, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go back to the tea store because the people there were like young-ish, and I was like, okay, I'll talk to them, and maybe, you know, I mean, if nothing else, I know I'm gonna be going to the tea store a lot, so I could be that regular who knows them. And so I went back and I decided I'm gonna introduce myself to you, and I went up to them like, hi, I'm Nathan. I'm new to the area, and blah, 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 blah. And it was really weird because, like, obviously that's not something that happens very often from me, or I guess them as employees, they don't experience that very often. So it was kind of awkward, but it worked. I don't know, it was really odd because it was like kind of an awkward situation, but I'm not sure if it was just awkward because I've never done it before and so I had no practice and so I felt a little uncomfortable, or if it was actually awkward because it was actually awkward. But we had a conversation, it was kind of cool, and you know, I then bought a cup of tea, talked to them about tea, about other stuff a little bit, and yeah, it ended sort of like, okay, whatever, well, I'll see you later, or whatever, when I'm back in the store. But it was interesting. And, you know, gosh darn it, if nothing else, I challenged myself and I did it, and that's good, right? So I overthink a lot of situations, and clearly I'm really new to this whole social thing, but really I wanted to make this video just because I talked to a bunch of friends then online afterwards who were in like other parts of the country and told them, I was like, I can't believe I did this, and I was like, what? And I told a friend who like I went to lunch with, and he was like, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of me too, but I'm not sure. So I wanted to sort of ask you from a general perspective. I mean, while this is a journal for me to remind myself that, yeah, I did this crazy thing, I want to know, what do you do to talk to people? How do you do it? What's an icebreaker to like open up, to become friends? I mean, people say, yeah, you can't rush friendship. You can't be like, oh, hi, I want to be friends now. And I get that. But it's like, how do you actually get through the process of like becoming friends? It's like without being kind of awkward. So give me any advice you got, because later this week I'm probably going to go back to the tea store and it's going to be a little awkward and I'm going to need all the help I can get. You know, if nothing else, to apologize.